So what if you could build a real, recurring online income, but without ever having to show your face or be a loud influencer? Well, today's explainer is all about that. We're going to break down a step-by-step formula from our source material designed for anyone who wants to work quietly, kind of behind the scenes. Let's dive right in.
Think about it for a second. Your rent or mortgage, that car payment, your phone bill, all those streaming subscriptions, they all have one thing in common, right? They show up every single month, like clockwork, no exceptions.
And that, right there, is the entire promise of the strategy we're looking at today. We're not talking about a one-time sale here and there. We're talking about building a recurring income stream that shows up just as reliably as your recurring bills do.
So what really separates someone who succeeds online from someone who doesn't? Well, according to this source, it's not about having some huge, outgoing personality or being a go-getter. It's actually about making a series of small, simple, strategic decisions. And that simple idea is the foundation for the whole formula we're about to unpack.
Okay, so the very first step in this formula might actually surprise you. It has nothing to do with setting some massive, crazy income goal. Nope, it's all about starting with something way smaller and a whole lot more real.
So instead of aiming for a vague number like, say, 10 grand a month, the source material asks a much better question. What is one bill you just love to see disappear forever? Maybe it's your phone bill, your Netflix subscription. Heck, maybe it's your grocery bill. By focusing on a small, specific, tangible goal, you make the whole thing feel real and, more importantly, totally achievable.
And this slide just nails that idea perfectly. On one side, you've got these huge, overwhelming goals that feel a million miles away. And on the other, you have these milestone goals. These are small, achievable wins that build momentum. It's about taking that huge journey one single, satisfying step at a time.
All right, so you've picked your milestone goal. Awesome. But how are you actually going to achieve it? Well, the source material lays out two very, very different paths you can take in the online world. Let's take a look.
So you've got what they call the loud way. You know this one. It's a world of constant live streams, always having to brand yourself and sending out aggressive messages. But then there's the quiet way. This is a much more subtle approach. It's about using simple systems, even AI, to create valuable content, like little bits of bait that naturally attracts interested people to you. No chasing, no hype, just a nice steady stream of leads.
Okay, now for the fun part, the math. This is where we turn that goal of yours into a real, concrete number. And I have a feeling you're going to be pretty surprised by how few customers you actually need to hit your target.
So, just to make this super clear, we're going to use the example from the source material. Let's say your milestone goal is to make an extra $500 a month. That number is going to be our North Star for this whole exercise.
Now, if you were promoting a product with, say, an $8 a month recurring commission, you'd need to find 63 customers to hit that $500 target. And I know that might sound like a lot, but stick with me here, because this is where it gets really interesting.
Because what if you promoted a product with a $20 a month commission instead? All of a sudden, you only need 25 customers to hit that same goal. That's a huge drop, right? And we're not even done yet.
By combining a couple of offers to get your commission up to $28 a month, you're now down to just 18 customers. You see the pattern here? This is all about working smarter, not just harder.
And now for the big one. What if you could earn a combined $128 a month in recurring commissions? Well, in that case, you would only need just four customers to hit your $500 a month target. The takeaway here is absolutely crucial. The product you choose to promote changes everything.
So now you see how the math can work in your favor. It's time to build your own personal action plan. This is where you get to make a few key decisions that are going to shape your whole journey.
First up, visibility. Do you want to use your existing social media accounts where your friends and family are? Or would you rather create brand new, totally anonymous accounts? There is no right or wrong answer here. It's 100% about what you're comfortable with.
Next decision, your persona. Are you cool with being on camera? If not, seriously, don't worry about it. The quiet way is perfect for this, because you can just use an AI avatar to create amazing content without ever having to show your face.
And finally, let's talk schedule. Are you someone who likes to do a little bit each day? Or are you a batch creator who'd rather knock it all out once a week? Honestly, it doesn't matter which one you pick. The real key to success is just being consistent. Find a rhythm that works for you, and then just stick to it.
And you know, this brings us right back to that crucial mindset we talked about. Don't get stuck trying to make everything perfect. An above-average marketer just makes a decision and starts moving. You can always change things and adjust your course later on.
Okay, so we've covered the what, the why, and the how. Now it's time for the final piece of the puzzle, what the source calls the delivery vehicle that helps you put this all into action.
The source material has a very specific checklist for the perfect delivery vehicle. It had to be a digital product, so no shipping. It needed to have recurring monthly payments, high customer retention was key, and, the most important part, it had to pay a massive 80% commission to really make that math work in your favor.
So the delivery vehicle they actually use as the example in the source material is called the Home Business Academy. It's a platform that provides business tools and training, and it has an affiliate program, which just means you earn a commission for referring new customers. And theirs happens to be that recurring 80%.
Yeah, here's what's so powerful about that. With an 80% commission, your first big milestone isn't even hitting that $500 goal. It's just getting 2 customers. That's it. At that point, your commission is paying for your own subscription and you are officially in profit. It's a fantastic way to lower the risk and build momentum right from the very beginning.
So, there you have it. That's the entire formula for building a recurring online income, from changing your mindset to doing the math to taking action. The only question left is, what's the first bill you're going to erase?